Good morning, friends. You can't spell truth without Ruth. Truth truth and Ruth Ruth. Why I am telling you this is very recently the US Supreme Court judge by name Ruth Bader Ginsburg. Ruth Bader Ginsburg, aged about 87 years. She died of pancreatic cancer while serving as US Supreme Court judge. You may be knowing, when once the US Supreme Court judge is elected or selected, he or she will serve the term till his or her death. So she worked as Supreme Court judge of US right from 1994 to 2020. That is for about 26 years and lost the eternal earth. Right now, we have to know regarding her because of her background also. She is actually having the progressive ideas also. Actually, her death is a loss to the progressive movement in the United States. Right? So now let us know about the Honorable Judge. She was born in the year 1933 in New Jersey, so near the capital city of USA. Right in her childhood, her father died. Dear father. The pity is her mother, she died of cancer. Husband he also died of cancer, and now she died of pancreatic cancer. Of course, cancer is their family disease like that. Whatever it is, she was born in the family. Her father and mother, they were very petty workers, small workers. Of course, she wanted to study law. She is a topper right from the beginning, right? So she was elevated to Harvard Law School. Harvard Law School, please remember, it is the most famous and prestigious schools in the entire world. She was selected for that. There she met her husband, Martin. So both of them fell in love. She married him at the age of 18 years. And of course, he died. Till his death, both of them they lived together and they have given birth to their daughter Jane. Right? So she was topper even in Harvard also. Of course, the dean on one day at the time, actually the women were not encouraged even to study the law. Even the dean, having seen 9 lady members for studying law, he called them for a dinner, and at that one point of time he asked them, what is that you are going to do after studying law? Do you think that will you get selected as a judge, or can you practice an advocate like that? He asked them, and she replied, yes, we can. And she came as the topper. Of course, she has got so much of troubles. She has to go to Columbia University. She worked there for some time also. As I said to you, definitely she is a topper. In the year 1959, she wanted to join the law office of a judge, but she was rejected. Nothing but racial, because she was a Jew and also she was a lady. She was not allowed with him. Of course, later she started her own practice. So before that, she was a professor in Rutgers Law School, RUTGRS, Rutgers Law School, and she was treating sex discrimination and the law. Right? So she was a professor and she was the topper in the college later. So she started her own practice. During the year 1975, the taxation law, that is the social security taxation law, it was there. Of course, it is also having the gender discrimination. That means, to be precise, I want to tell you. Let us discuss the very famous case law. She has argued and she has actually exposed herself with this case only. That is Weinberger, W-E-I-N, Weinberger versus Winsfield, 1975. In this case, what happened is Winsberger and Paula, his wife Paula, both of them were married in 1970. Of course, they are poor people. This Weinberger, he was running a mini computer provision stores, repair stores, mini computer store, and she was working as a teacher in economics. Of course, due to their bad luck while giving the child birth. So she lost her life. She died, and there's nobody to look after the baby. So this man, Weinberger, he has to look after her, and he has applied for tax deduction and also social security slips. For example, you may be knowing in USA, suppose if the father is not there, the government will give social security slip and they will give some tax deduction also because of the feeding of that child. So that is for widows only, not for widowers. So here he is a widower, right? So normally in the view of the government, he has to look after the family, he has to eke out the bread and butter to the girl. But he said, why this discrimination? You are giving pension to you are giving the social security tax exemption to the widow, then why not to the widow? He has taken up the case to our great Ruth Madam, and she argued vehemently. She particularly she discussed the topic of gender discrimination, and ultimately the Supreme Court agreed with her, and they have struck off section 402 of the Social Security Act. Then she has become a phenomenal character, a very famous advocate in the gender discrimination laws and sex bias laws. No doubt, please remember here, even she argued on behalf of the men also. She was under the impression that the rights between males and females should be equal. No discrimination. That is her idea. Normally, she was very popular as this sex related, that is gender related these things, and particularly, and she is also very famous for human rights cases also. Now her actually the service has been recognized first by I think Jimmy Carter, and he has asked her to take the position of a judge in the US Court of Appeals, that is just like our High Court. Then during the regime of Bill Clinton, of course he interviewed her also, and he was satisfied because you may be knowing Bill Clinton himself was a lecturer, he was a professor in law. Wife, Madam Hillary Clinton, she was also a lecturer, she was a professor in that is Arkansas University, Arkansas State University. Both of them worked as a professors. So they were very popular advocates also at that time. More than advocacy, professor. Then he interviewed her. Then he satisfied. Yes, this judge can do justice to the people. She was upright. She never come back, and definitely appointed her. And that continued even the Barack Obama's time also till she died. But her last wish is normally, very recently she was diagnosed with a cancer, and she was under the impression that she may die. But her impression is that she will be replaced during the next president. Of course, Donald J. Trump, he will, the elections will be conducted in November, and the new president will take charge in January 2021. Therefore, she wanted the replacement to be done in January 2020, but alas, she died. So, very popular woman. In this connection, I want to tell you that basing on her life, on the basis of sex, a film was also, her biography was taken as a film, and Felicity Jones, she acted for the role of Ruth, and she has visited the house of Ruth, she interacted with her, and the important point I want to tell you is Madam Ruth, she was having a table just near her bed. Normally they don't come on. Once they go to bed, they want to take full rest. But she was having the table. When this Jones asked her as to why she was keeping the bed, she said, in the night, in the mid of night or dead of night, I may get some idea. Immediately I will come here and jot down and take that point to the local conclusion and discuss about the legal positions also. So actually, such was the intelligence, or such was the commitment of this great justice. Anyway, we are not able to see, died, of course, at the age of 87. Age is also, her law career focused mainly on gender discrimination, and she says, of course, I told you, in the middle of night, if she gets any idea, and she goes and writes it down. So please learn about such famous personalities. Definitely, no doubt, she has fought for the gender, but she fought for the equal rights for men also. Her even the depth of her jurisprudential vision was also such that she supported the men's rights and also discrimination. Right, her principle is to stick to the spirit of uncompromising equality before the law. That is what we call as a rule of law. Such is the great woman. Okay, let us bow her and may her soul rest in peace. Thank you.